starting off things here at the pedal show, the Leeds Pedal Show. Got my good friend Matt from Blind Panic Devices. How are you doing, Matt?
I'm not too bad. We're getting through the day. It's going well.
Excellent. We've got a few new things here that we're itching to hear about. So what can you tell us?
Well, first thing we're flogging today is the reactor. It's going to be released officially on the 2nd of June. It's an abrasive balls-to-the-wall fuzz. It starts off at ridiculous and only gets more from there. I've had some quite good reactions from it today. Everyone seems to be either impressed or shocked by it. I'm not sure which is a good thing. But, then we've got the Tap 2, which is an expression controller. It's currently controlling the filter on the quack head, but it's got two outputs, so you can control two separate pedals with it at the same time. What else have we got? You've seen these before. We've got Slow-Fi, yeah. This is one. It started off as a personal build that I posted on Reddit, and it got a lot more attention than I was expecting. So I ended up doing a small run of them, and it will be getting an official release at some point, hopefully this year. It's in contest with the id Reverb, so whichever one comes first, one of them will be happening this year.
You've been a very busy man.
I'd never stop. The id is a reverb based on 42399 chips, so I took the belt and brick schematic, made it into its own individual PCB so that I could then add extra mods to it, because I didn't like the way the belt and brick sounded, and created the id around that. Yeah, I think that's all the new stuff.
We've got some boosts or one-to-one knob pedals over here as well. Very cool.
UV reactive wood knob boosts. It's a clean 2-channel boost, clean and dirty channel. It's about 25 decibels a boost on both channels.
Super cool. They are amazing. They're so smart. And you've also got this very fetching branded microphone.
The Blind Panic Bullet microphone. It's a 3D printed microphone because I recently bought a 3D printer and got carried away, as usual. It's specifically designed to interact nicely with pedals. It's not a high quality, not a hi-fi microphone, so it's going to do all your nice gritty vocal stuff that you like. And yeah, it interacts really well with pedals. Phil has generously brought me his Miku to test with it later, so
you're really hoping that I forget to take that home with me when I go, aren't you?
I am going to be out of that door as soon as this closes. There'll be a mat-shaped hole over there with a Miku in hand.
Never!
I really want to know what it sounds like with a microphone.
It's awesome. Well, great stuff as ever, Matt. Thank you very much. Looking forward to my demo for that reactor is coming out soon. But yeah, awesome stuff. Thank you very much. We'll see you again soon.
Thank you very much. Have a good day.
Next up we have Intensive Care Audio. First for me personally, great to put a face to the name. Patrick from Intensive Care, great to meet you, sir. How are you doing?
Yeah, not too bad. It's been a pretty good show so far. It's been nice and steady. Sometimes these things can be a bit overwhelming and like you get sort of a sudden influx of people, but it's been really nice and steady all day, so yeah, having a good day.
It's a great location here as well. It's really
super near the station. It's like, I mean, the 3 flights of stairs probably could have done without with a big suitcase, but no, it's a really nice building.
Yeah, it's really cool. Obviously, I'm a huge fan of your stuff. Your stuff's crazy and amazing that we get such out there pedals from the UK as well, like having flying the flag for otherworldly effects. What can you tell us, just like a brief overview of like some of the offerings that you've got in your range?
I suppose the sort of strangest two are the Vena Cava filter and the Fidelita. So the Vena Cava filter it's a distortion running into a state variable filter, which is like an auto filter, and then it's a ring modulation, which you can blend out. So when the LFO is sweeping the filter, it just creates these huge, sort of really brutal, aggressive walls of noise that move around. And then the Fidelita is kind of a chorus of vibrato at its heart, but you can push the depth so extreme so that it starts making the chip kind of crash and glitch out, and so you get these really big mind-bending pitch modulations, which is just a lot of fun.
Absolutely amazing. I've yet to try this version of it. I have dabbled a little bit in the past with the Fidelita. It's a great pedal. It's definitely the recovery phase is one of my favourites as well of yours. The dual phaser.
Yeah, I mean, it's based on, it sort of shares similarities with the Neutron biphase, which is using like things called operational transconductive amplifiers. So it's got this big kind of 70s gooey phasing sound. You can turn the second LFO on or off, so that does either tremolo or phaser. So then you get a phaser and phaser and phaser and tremolo combination.
Amazing. And of course the eye is drawn to the bottom right hand corner here. This is the new release that's on the horizon, the Death Muff.
Yes, I think that's going to be released end of next month, so that's end of June 2025. Yeah, and it's sort of like, I guess, my take on a Big Muff to an extent. It doesn't really sound much like a Big Muff anymore because it's got parts from the depth drive, the input and output stages, and then a couple of the gain stages from a Big Muff. Different transistors, different clipping diodes. It gates, and it's really gnarly and aggressive, spluttery, velcro-y. Yeah, it's pretty insane.
I got to try this one earlier a little bit, and that Chaos knob is just absolutely unreal. It's all these like crazy harmonics and like extra kind of glitchy artifacts that you can just create from like the maybe the more classic sounds that you would normally associate. It's like the bass drive or underneath. So yeah, absolutely fantastic. I really like that one. Definitely gonna have to demo that one at some point if possible.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think I'm going to release it first via the mailing list. So if you sign up to the mailing list, you'll get first dibs on the first batch, and then we'll see how it goes after that. Because I mean, it is technically going to be a limited run. We'll see how long it takes Electro Harmonics to send out a cease and desist.
Well, hopefully that doesn't happen. Thanks, Patrick. Appreciate you running through everything with us, and have a great show. I will see you later.
Thanks very much. Have a good one. Take care.
And now we arrive at Funny Little Boxes, and again, first time putting a face to the name, Andy. Nice to meet you, sir.
You too.
How are you doing? Are you enjoying the show?
Yeah, it's great. Lovely. It's been busy. It's been not too noisy. Lovely. Yeah, can't complain.
Great stuff. And you have a new pedal.
I do. Yeah.
So what can you tell us about it? It's a little two-knob fuzz.
So it's called Caught by the Fuzz. It is inspired by the Supergrass song of the same name, and so obviously, like all my pedals, it's designed to capture that specific sound or artist. And so it's a bit of a left field one from what we normally do, which is big hitting American rock bands, but I love Supergrass. They're on tour at the minute, and I'm from Oxfordshire, so they're local heroes to me when I was a kid. And it was just fun, and really the whole idea spawned out of, wouldn't it be fun to have a pedal called Caught by the Fuzz that had some flashing lights for the sirens,
It's a basic, simple concept as an idea, but I've never seen it done before. It looks absolutely amazing, perfectly well executed. Fair play, well done to you.
Thanks. And yeah, I mean, the whole thing really is simplicity itself. It's a very simple circuit. But it sounds really good, and it'll do you, as well as Supergrass, it'll do you everything from sort of Led Zeppelin, early Black Sabbath. It's really good for In Utero era Nirvana. So again, like all my pedals, it's very niche, but it should have a wide appeal as well.
Absolutely fantastic. So I've covered a couple of your pedals before on my channel, the 1991 and the help me out here. What's that one called again?
Skeleton Key.
Skeleton Key, thank you. This one I haven't tried before. What can you tell us about the Dirt?
So the Dirt is essentially the high-gain sister pedal to the 1991. So where the 1991's gain sort of stops, the Dirt essentially picks up from. So it's very high gain. Whereas the 91 is sort of easy on the low end, very mid-forward, and sparkly in the top end. The dirt has a lot more heft in the low end. It's more scooped in the mids, and the top end is much more aggressive and bitey. The dirt was initially planned to be the second Funny Little Boxes pedal, but it was in no uncertain terms an arse to design and get right, and it got really complicated, and then I got ill and had to stop working on it, and trying to pick up from it after 3 months away was really difficult, so it got shelved. We did the skeleton key and then gradually came back to it, and right up until just before it was released, it was giving us problem after problem after problem, which fortunately, with the help of some very good friends in the form of Mark at SoundLad Liverpool and Simon at JSA FX, we managed to solve and get it out there, and I'm extremely proud of it, and I never want to spend that long working on a single pedal ever again.
That's fair, but I'm glad that, you know, for all of the effort, that the stress that it was involved in, you know, bringing it to existence, it was worth it. I think it's a really great pedal. I played it earlier, sounded amazing. Yeah, well done.
Thanks.
Thanks for enjoy the show. Thanks for taking some time to speak to us, and yeah, we'll speak to you again sometime soon. Hopefully, I can demo this on my channel at some point. So yeah, watch this space. Yeah. Thank you. Cheers.
Thank you. Bye bye.
And we're here at Hudson Electronics, and speaking to Michael. Very nice to meet you, sir. How are you doing? Are you enjoying the show?
Yeah, it's brilliant. Yeah, excellent. I don't do many shows, but this is it's really exciting to meet everybody. Yeah.
It's a really nice venue here. I really like it. It seems like there's a good turnout.
Yeah, I mean, it's great turnout. It's just busy. Yeah, Ross has done a great job organising it. Yeah,
indeed. I think it's fair to say most people are familiar with your broadcast. It's kind of a modern day classic at this point. I think it's kind of become like it's taken on like a whole mythology to itself almost. You see it everywhere. I'm always seeing them online on people's boards and things. It's a hugely popular pedal. What can you tell us about the range that you've got here? Anything new that you've got out this year?
Well, I've got two brand sort of new pedals which aren't out quite yet, but they should be coming out further this year. I'll start here with this is the MA61 preamp, so it's like a clean preamp sort of enhancing pedal, which sort of gives you some gain and some subtle saturation to the low end, sort of an always-on type enhancer effect.
Cool. It sounds intriguing. I'm always a fan of a one knob pedal as well. It's ultimate simplicity.
The broadcast started out as a one knob pedal, and then I got carried away with.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So there was never released as a version with one knob, but when I sort of envisioned it as just having one big knob on it. But yeah.
That's amazing. What can you tell me about this little red one, the buzzard, sitting on the edge here?
Yeah, the buzzard's sort of influenced by the Moss Wright Fuzzrights from the sort of mid-60s. It's kind of I don't want to use the word nasty, but it's quite a sort of aggressive sounding fuzz. It's sort of nice and bright and sort of really sort of cuts through. And it's got a bit of additional adjustments with the contour control, which sweeps sort of through the upper mid frequencies of things.
Excellent. It sounds amazing. I mean, the aesthetic of your pedals is amazing as well. I really love all the variations that you have of it's almost like there's no two of the same. It's like the broadcast especially, it's like it almost looks like a different pedal sometimes. I'm like, ooh, there's a different version of the broadcast. Like, oh wait, no, it's the same, but there's a different colourway.
Like a limited edition, a limited different colourway.
Do you have a personal favourite or a preference? How you like?
I always the original one. I like it for the I love the aesthetically. That's sort of my favourite.
And the single foot switch as well.
I like that sort of simplicity there. But
fair play. And the motorcycle, what does this do? I'm not familiar with that one.
The motorcycle's a modified version of my sidecar pedal here. So it's sort of a tune for low end response, so you get a bit more bass frequency, so it's great on bass. and low-tuned guitars. It's a limited run I'm doing with Joe's Pedals down in Exeter, so that's where that one can be.
Great stuff. That's amazing. Thank you very much for taking the time to run through some of your range, and have a great show. Thank you.
Thank you.
And we're here now at another first for me, ABL Pedals. Angus, nice to meet you, sir. How are you doing?
Nice to meet you, Phil. Yes.
Long time.
Yeah.
We've been chatting online for how long now? I'm a massive fan of the... Help me out here.
It's the Stew.
Thank you. Polish for rats. Yeah.
For rat, yep, that's it.
Amazing fuzz.
Oh, thank you.
Sorry, amazing rat assortment. Yeah, I've demoed that one already on my channel, obviously. This is the new one. What do we have here?
It's called the Tour. It's, for a lack of a better way to describe it, it's an op-amp Big Muff with the more traditional op-amp modifications added, and it sounds massive. I'm impressed with how tweakable it is, and I built it. So
I can attest to that as well. I tried it earlier, and it does indeed sound absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, it's incredibly impressive, that thing, and it looks awesome as well, so well done with that.
Yeah, thank you.
And you've got a couple of prototypes hiding or discreetly placed at the beginning of the chain. What can you tell us about these, the little sneak peeks?
This is a two-stage phaser based off a vintage phaser that I repaired many moons ago. I basically repaired it, and I was like, this sounds great, I want to do something with it. So I just wanted to see what people think of it. This, for a lack of a better way to say it, this is a blendable overdrive preamp. That's kind of like, because when I'm playing in a band, we do a bit of like loud, quiet stuff, and I wanted something that, because it's normally quite energetic, I didn't just want clean sound. So it's designed to be sort of always on, sort of a bit of hair, but it can be in your face if you want it. That's kind of.
I like that it's got a clean blend on there as well. That's it's quite a rare thing to see on a drive pedal, to be fair.
Yeah, exactly. That was the thinking. It was like, so that's why rather than a tone knob, it's got presence, it's got the clean blend, so it's designed to just sort of sit there and do.
Always on, always good sounding.
Exactly.
I like that. That's really good. And this phase as well. You were telling me about that earlier. That's an incredibly nice sounding phaser.
Again, it was one of these things. I'd put it together. Well, I'd repaired it, and I already knew it was quite nice. But I was like, okay, I just want to tweak it a little bit, and it came together really nicely. Yeah. So hopefully that will be ready sooner rather than later. This ideally was going to be ready for now, but it will hopefully be the coming months. We'll see how it goes.
Awesome. Well, I'll be keeping an eye out for that one. This one, in the meantime, I'm excited to demo that one soon. That one's definitely going to have to happen. It sounds awesome. So yeah, great stuff. I'd love to see how the range is coming together. It's going to be an impressive range in the future. Definitely one to watch. So
it keeps getting added to. There's a new idea every week at this stage.
I bet. Appreciate it, Angus. Thanks very much.
Cheers, Phil.
Have a great show.
You too.
And of course we couldn't leave, and we can't, no pedal show would be complete really, of course, without saying hello to Doug at Chase Bliss. Nice to meet you again, sir. How are you doing?
Yeah, very well, thank you. How are you?
You've been busy lately, haven't you? You've been all over the globe, it feels like, all over Europe.
Yeah, here, there and everywhere. We've done, just did Super Booth, which is really good. And I've been to, we've done London, and we were just, we're here, there and everywhere. We've got Bristol, Brighton, Glasgow soon. Yeah, we're all over the shop.
Pretty packed schedule, it's impressive.
It's all good fun.
Of course.
Wallingford, don't forget Wallingford. We did the Oxford.
How could we forget?
Yeah.
Of course, the new pedal. Since we last spoke, the Brothers AM. I don't think there's anybody out there at this point that probably hasn't heard of this pedal by now. Doesn't know.
There's always the odd one.
Always one. Yeah. So for the benefit of that one, what can you tell us about the Brothers AM?
So the Brothers AM is a collaboration with Analog Man. So it's the King of Tone.
No.
It is. What? It is the King of Tone. If you watch the documentary about the Chase Bliss brought out, so it sort of explains more in detail about the process of it coming, and it's been got a good 5 years in the making. So it's like a dual channel analog overdrive, so it's the King of Tone ×2. So you've got two sides there, and also you've got your treble booster which is a little switch in the middle there. So that goes front of the chain. So the chain will be treble booster into 1 and then into 2. So you've got it jam-packed with the obvious Chase Bliss goodies on the back with all the ramping and your MIDI capabilities and things, and more accessible than the waiting list for the King of Tone.
It's the dip switches element was the bit that I was most intrigued by when this pedal was announced, because I was thinking like, well, obviously Chase Bliss wouldn't do a basic overdrive. Like, I don't think they know how to do a basic pedal at this point. So yeah, could you explain a little bit more about how those dip switches might play into?
Well, there's some that will be ramping, so you can ramp the parameters either on the pedal or through a expression device like the EXP there, or expression pedal, so you can ramp all things like gain, things you can get sort of like, tremolo kind of effects and things like that. So, and then also there's on the other side there will be things like dip switches that you can, like there's a high gain setting, so you can add an extra 25% worth of gain on that, so you can make it into a more high gain pedal. So yeah, dip switches just all around, sort of extra functionality, extra control. Everything is more controllable through MIDI. Obviously, if you've got a MIDI system, then you can control every single parameter, including the dip switches. I think you can save 122 presets through MIDI, but you get 4 on this pedal. Normally you get just 2, but you get 4 presets on here, so with a little switch there, so you can flick it to either side, and there's a dip switch on the back which gives you an alternative bank of presets as well. So
that's really good.
So yeah, having 4 on board is actually really useful.
Safe to say, all things that the regular King of Tone cannot do. So that's
right. Yes, and you've also got a master dip switch as well, which is like a master volume control, so you can avoid those sort of volume jumps that you sometimes get. So yeah, they've thought about a whole lot of things.
There's a lot for your money, right?
There's a lot for your money right there. Exactly. Yes. So
and no waiting list for this one.
Well, they've got a pre-order at the moment. I think they're going to start shipping the next batch. The second batch.
Is it 6 years long?
There's not. It'd be a few months. Like
so
July.
It already wins.
Yeah, absolutely. But I think, like with in the documentary, I think Mike, Analog Mike, was sort of saying it's a fair compromise that I think it keeps everybody happy. He's not worried about people on the waiting list becoming disgruntled because people, if they want a King of Tone, they'll still wait for a King of Tone. So I don't think everyone's going to be unhappy about this arrangement. And it's a very faithful King of Tone.
My man here behind the camera has got both. He's not looking to sell either of them. He loves them both equally.
Yeah, don't keep them.
What can you tell us about this curious?
This is just a little mixer that I used. Like Tom Majeski, who's now was Cooper FX, is now working with Joel and everyone at Chase Bliss. I just use that. Recruited, yes. So I just use that as a mixer, just in case you want to plug any other instruments in. So if somebody wanted to play the chompy over there through the pedals, then they can do quite happily. So I just use that as a mixer.
And everything else I've covered before.
Have you covered the clean as well, haven't you?
I think the clean was at the Whitney Pedal Show. Did you have that up there?
No, the last one was like 18 months ago, so I wouldn't have done that. So
tell us about the clean then.
So the clean is a compressor pedal, so it's a dual analog, 2-stage compressor. It's like ground up, sort of built as a compressor, so it's not based on any other compressor out there. It has all the usual bells and whistles again that you'd imagine. So it's kind of trying to replicate like an overdriven or fuzz circuit and all the sort of imperfections that you have with that, but turn it into like a clean platform. So it's a clean sound, but with sort of dirty sensibilities, if you like. And there's also there's a dusty mode, which is like an overdriven circuit mode. So you've got the benefit of having an overdrive built in there, and they can all do all sorts of like stereo panning effects.
I was going to say the stereo panning aspects. I know a good friend of mine got theirs in the mystery box, and I think initially they were disappointed because they thought, oh, it's not the Bleak one I wanted, I wanted the Onward, or I wanted the Mood or something. And then they discovered about all of the things that it could do. They started basically the group chat that I'm in. They were basically flooding the group chat, spamming with video clips, like, oh, look what I just discovered it can do. It can do this, it can do that. And the stereo panning was like a big one.
Yeah, there's a modulation mode on here where you get sort of like it's coming out of both ears, and the stereo panning is impressive. And then you control the speed of it
with headphones as well, or a 2-amp setup.
Brilliant.
They sound absolutely incredible.
And I always have it at the end of the chain, so the signal chain here is going up through these mono pedals up to the Onward, and then it's going to the CXM, and then the clean last. So I have it compressed last. So then when you have that dusty mode, like the overdriven mode, it's after reverb, so it's like shoegaze heaven, and it's just, I absolutely love it. So yeah, it's a bells and whistles, but a good solid core of a really good compressor.
Well, it's been great to catch up, and looking forward to the Whitney Pedal Party. We've had 3.
It's going to be Pedal Party
4. 4 we're on.
16th. I'll expect you to be November.
Looking forward to that. It's going to be good, I'm sure. They'll probably be the rate that they're bringing out pedals. Chase will probably have another couple of pedals out by then.
New several pedal board with their new stuff. So yeah, you know what they're like.
Thanks very much, Doug.
Good to see you.
You too. And it's great to once again meet Michael from Emmergy FX, my good friend. How you doing?
I'm doing really good. Big smile on my face today. Loving this day today.
It's great to see you, man. It's great to see you back at the pedal show again.
Yeah.
I missed the last couple that you've been at. But,
Well, yeah, and I've missed the last couple that I was supposed to be at. So, but it's good to be on full health again and back making things that people smile at.
So the range is looking healthy, strong. There's a lot of variation.
There's a couple missing that I decided I might not carry on with, and not missed them here today. So yeah, and this format of the small footprint and all top-mounted jacks except for expression. It just seems to really work for people and works for me. So. Yeah,
me too. I agree. It's something I've always appreciated about your designs. That they always try to incorporate a space-saving format. So it's always something I appreciate. Obviously, I'm familiar with these 4, and that one I've demoed before as well. Blown a Wish I've demoed before. These 3 I don't think I've seen before. What can you tell me about
this one? You will have seen before.
Which one's this one?
But this is it's a dual distortion.
Okay.
So on one side you've got basically an Electra, but with the highest gain transistor I can possibly put in it. The other side is a MOSFET distortion that was designed by my friend over in America, Electric Squid Industries.
Oh, yes.
And yeah, it just volume and gain on both sides. One or the other for different flavours, or smash them both on for that insanity that everyone looks for when they hit an Emmergy FX button.
And the random robot?
The random robot. Now this is my version of the Death by Audio robot.
A great pedal.
It's a great pedal, but it's huge.
It is.
It's about the size of my front room. Whereas this is my usual compact side.
Yeah.
The only compromise I had to make was I put the gain on an internal trimmer. So, but it's a kind of set and forget anyway. So, put it on the inside. And then by doing that, I've added another circuit in there. So the 4 controls are not all for the robot; they're for the robot and a random octave generator fuzz.
Oh, right, okay.
So it's not as black and white as that. And in fact, I'm going to change it from random to just magic, because to me it just makes the robot circuit sound better.
Right.
So as you're playing different notes, it's kind of giving you an implied octave up or octave down.
Okay.
It's not random because it will be the same for the same note each time.
Right. So it's specific, not random.
Specific, although it feels random until you get the feel of the neck.
Right.
However, as I say, it's a little bit more subtle than that, and what it really does is adds another layer of fuzz with a bit more interest, rather than chaos, if you see what I mean.
Yeah, I'm with you. That sounds intriguing.
Everyone who's tried it out has absolutely fallen in love with it, and I think I'm going to put it into production and probably sell 20 on day one, which would be amazing. Yeah.
And then the bitter end.
The bitter end. This is a beautiful pedal on one side, and a nasty, horrible, ugly pedal on the other. It's a kind of warped univibe / chorus that can go. It can get weird, but it can also be very musical and usable for anyone who wants a bit of modulation. As I say, the warp is where it gets a little bit weird. It brings in those warped tape sounds to the chorus effect, as you would expect. It's a delay chip in there creating the chorus or vibe. And then the other side at the moment is a bit crusher. However, if I keep to that bit crusher, I need to tame it somehow, because it literally, you put it on and it literally turns anything you play into just one note. So it's not very usable at all. Although a couple of people have said that they like it, but I think I have to change it and put something maybe more like the magic that's going in this one could also go in that one and work really well, and turn it from a chorus into a driven chorus with a lot of interest in it. So I think that's what I'll do with that one before.
So is it safe to say these are prototypes at the moment?
They are, yeah. Yeah, so there's no price on them at the moment. It's not fixed artwork.
It's a sneak peek at what's to come.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they will both be available by the end of this year, but in whatever format that will be. At the moment, this has just got some horrible AI art that I created on it, which we'll never do. And this one is a screenshot straight from the Placebo video of the bitter end. So
it works though.
It does.
Probably won't need to hold up to any scrutiny by.
I might get a cease and desist. Yeah, and I don't want that so early in my company career.
Maybe I'll blur it on the video. Just to
although actually, a cease and desist might give me some
extra exposure. Yeah,
exposure.
No such thing as bad
credibility. There really isn't. So you never know.
Good work. You never know.
Or I could send one to Brian Molko and he might love it and endorse it. Yeah, it would be so good to have a second celebrity endorsement.
For those who don't know, who's the first?
Christian Saville of Slow Dive. So
that's pretty impressive.
The slow driver he has on his board all the time and uses it on almost every one of their songs live. And he kicks that on for the moment when the songs take off, and they lift into that kind of wall of noise that you get on their.
It's great taste. I still have mine. It's one of my favourite distortion pedals.
Excellent. Yeah. That's good to hear, because you've obviously got a lot of distortion.
I have a lot of overdrive, distortion in general, yeah, and trying to pick a favourite out of all of them, it's a tall order, but yeah, that is definitely easily top 5, maybe top 3, hard to say, but yeah, it's up there.
It's my favourite as well, but
you're biased though.
No, I think actually my favourite, if I can say this, I think my favourite distortion of all time is the Hudson Broadcast. It's just got such a unique flavour to it, and yeah, but I shouldn't be advertising for them.
No. Delete that, cut that from the video.
This is smaller.
There you go, thanks Mike. Appreciate it, Michael.
It's great to see you again. And
me too, man. Of course, every time it's always a pleasure.
Thank you.
Take care. Have a good show.
Yeah, I'm leaving now with your box.
You better not. I'm keeping half an eye out on what you're doing.
What box?
Yeah. See you guys. See you, bud. It's great to see Tim again as well from Fredric Effects. Nice to see you again. How are you doing?
Good, very good.
Good, excellent. How's the show been for you?
I think it's been really successful. I think Ross has done a great job. I think this show, I hope it comes back next year, because it's been busy all day. I've been chatting. Everyone's been so enthusiastic and so friendly. It's good. It's been a good show.
I agree. I would come back next year, 100%. So yeah, we still need to speak to Ross at some point. I keep missing him. I'll grab him for a quick word, a quick chat in a minute.
Yeah, he should be pleased with what he's accomplished.
He should be, absolutely. Yeah, it's a great thing he's pulled off. Pedals, what can you tell us? What's new for the 2025?
Right, the newer things, and these are because I
say new, by the way. It has been like 5 years or so, or 4 years. Since we
well, no, because I'm good at making pedals, just not very good at launching them. So I've got things like the silicon harmonic percolator, which I have been selling on and off for about 7 months or so, but they haven't officially launched yet. There's been no launch demo or press release, but they are going to launch soon. And the Deeply Unpleasant Companion, which is a really highly tweakable version of the Companion fuzz circuit, optimized for bass, but also great on guitar because it has like a clean blend and a tone stack. And the big show thing has been Demon Fuzzes. This is the new version of Demon Fuzz, which is, we're going to call this the Mark II. It's probably like the Mark 3 or 4, but it's the first major change in that it's got a really scooped doomy setting. It's sort of, I just tried to make a really, really versatile one knob fuzz. So it's got like an overdrive, it's got distortion, and it's got sort of doomy, almost like the scooped setting from the Super Fuzz.
Right.
So Demon Fuzz launch special. If there was a really good offer, you could get a T-shirt and a Demon Fuzz for a certain amount of money, and that's over now.
Fair enough. No, there's the Demon Fuzz in particular. I love the artwork on that. That's really cool.
The artwork's by Stacey Hines. She's my partner, and she's done the artwork on the anything hand drawn that looks awesome, like the Sonic Youth T-shirts, the Demon Fuzz artwork, and the little guide on the Deeply Unpleasant Companion. That guy down there, and the little zombie clone guy. She does any hand-drawn artwork.
I have to admit, the one that's catching my eye is this yellow triangular one up here, the synth fuzz.
The Dresden synth fuzz. Yeah.
Can you tell me about that?
Well, it's an upper octave fuzz and a lower octave fuzz run in parallel, and you've got a clean blend, and you've got an input gain to kind of make it glitchier. Or kind of more lo-fi, and that's been quite popular. And I actually finally got it in a shop in Dresden. So it's the namesake of the pedal.
I was going to say that's where the name ties in, of course.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the thing is, it has no Eastern Bloc components. It's just kind of quite a austere Eastern Bloc sounding effect, and I thought it kind of matched quite well.
Yeah, I definitely agree. It looks really cool, that pedal. I would love to try that. I didn't get to try any of these out myself earlier, but I will come back in a minute and give that one a quick blast. Thank you, Tim, for running through briefly your effects. Would definitely love to help out promoting any of these or demonstrating any of these.
Please do get in touch, because, like I said, I haven't done demos for some of the pedals I intend to launch soon, let alone the Demon Fuzz, which is already launched. So
I'm here, I'm willing, use me by all means.
Brilliant.
I'll be more than happy to help out. So yeah.
Cheers.
Look out for these on my channel, hopefully then at some point in the future. But have a good show, Tim. Thank you again for running through these with us, and we'll speak to you again in a minute.
Please do.
First for me at one of these shows is Great Eastern Effects Company, and we've got David here. Nice to meet you, sir. How's the show been for you?
It's fantastic. We've been really busy all day, and loads of people really interested to find out about the pedals, which is great.
We've got some really intriguing effects here, and if we start further over this way, you've got this really intriguing looking utility pedal that I was looking at earlier that's caught my eye. What can you tell us about this?
Yeah, I try really hard not to call it utility pedal, because that makes it sound really boring.
I apologise.
That's okay. But basically it's a crossover in a guitar pedal. So a crossover basically splits your signal into high and low frequencies, and then those go to separate effects loops before being mixed back together. So it basically means you can put different effects on the highs and the lows and mix them together. So what you do with that is really up to you. Could be very, very simple things like limiting an effect to just one frequency area, like just having a tremolo on the bottom end or just reverb on the highs, or like mixing together two totally different effects or two modulation effects running at different rates. So yeah, there's loads of different things you can do with it.
Basically, you're only limited by your imagination, aren't you? Really, by how you would apply this pedal.
And how many other pedals you already own?
Yeah, exactly. That's great. So moving over then to the right-hand side of the table, the new one for the new release for 2025, the Focus Fuzz Deluxe.
Yes.
What can you tell us about this?
Well, the original Focus Fuzz came out 2 years ago, maybe, and we were only able to make 250 of them, and I've managed to get hold of some more transistors to do about 400 more, but I didn't want to do the same thing again, and given that these things always end up being limited because of the germanium transistors, I wanted to try and pack as much as I could into this. So as well as the original fuzz circuit, there's a drive mode and a boost mode, and there's also an octave effect I'm calling overtone, which mixes an octave up together with some of your full range signal, just so you can have the octave sound but you don't lose sustain and it doesn't sort of choke out. So it's a really great sounding pedal, and there's loads of range in it, from a sort of slightly dirty textured boost through drive to like full-on fuzz, and the Focus Fuzz is sort of built around this focus control, which sort of really helps you cut through the mix.
I played it earlier, and yeah, it was very, very, very cool sounding pedals. I like that a lot. It's great. Is there anything else that's new, recent, or is that the latest one that's out at the moment?
That's the most recent one. Earlier in the year, I launched this pedal, which is the first in a series I'm calling Obsolete Devices.
Okay.
These are sort of short runs of pedals, sort of based on classic circuits, but with a twist, and featuring interesting vintage parts. So that was the first one that came out in beginning of February, and unfortunately sold out. Unfortunately sold out super quickly. So, but I'm going to be doing some more in that series soon.
Awesome, great stuff. It looks amazing as well. I love that.
Thank you.
That really stands out.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks for taking time to have a little chat, and yeah, definitely look forward to maybe trying some of these at some point in the future, maybe. So, yeah.
Absolutely.
Thanks a lot, David.
Great to meet you.
Take care.
Cheers.
Of course, we have to meet SoundLad Liverpool. Mark, great to see you again. How you doing, bud?
Pleasure. Yeah, good. It's nice to meet you in person. You're taller than I thought you would be.
I get that a lot. Yeah. I'll have to squat down a bit. I'll hunch. It is good to see you in person. Yeah, it's the first time after like how long talking online and chatting, and of course the.
I think everyone here is like about 5 years. I've known everyone here for about 5 years, and I've never seen them in person. And it's weird how like different everyone looks in person as well. It's like, is that what you look like? Like not through the tiny
3D version of everyone.
Yeah, it's what you like in 3D. Wow. Yeah, it's been wild, man. It's been great. Yeah.
Okay, so obviously pedals. I've got experience with most of these. The Sketchy, obviously, is the latest. Just quickly, fill anyone who's not familiar with that pedal already. What can you tell us about it?
It's a dual mode tremolo, harmonic tremolo. With like a load of built-in waveforms. I'm going to do this upside down and backwards right now. So let's see if I can get this in the right way. So we've got a load of presets all built in here. So this is like in normal tremolo mode. We can go through there, got loads of little presets. And then uniquely, I think, for this one, we can produce our own... I'm upside down and backwards again. We can produce our own waveforms if we want to. So we can just draw in the waveform. Again, there we go. And we can have that as our waveform and then export that out. And then if you want to as well, you could just have it in harmonic mode as well. And you can do exactly the same thing in the harmonic mode as well. So here's one somebody's drawn earlier. And this has got some nice presets built into it as well that were designed by Matt from Let's Play All Guitars on YouTube, yeah. Yeah, it's great. Loads of people. It's been loads of people who come over saying how much they love it, which is fantastic. Yeah.
I'm glad. It should be. It deserves a lot more attention. That pedal is absolute work of art. I think.
Oh, thank you, man. Cheers.
And of course, there's the new one, the secretly, the new release that's not out yet. Right?
It's not. It's going to be out like next month, I think. Yeah.
Cool. Well, there's a sneak peek then at the Scran V2.
Yeah, man. Absolutely no need for this one whatsoever. Like, I mean, I'm shifting Scrans like nobody's business. I've got no business messing with it. They always say if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But for me, the Scran was like, it was never designed to do what it does. It wasn't supposed to be the Oasis pedal. So I was just like, right, okay, well, and it also wasn't supposed to be mass appeal. So it's got like a few quirks, like a low input impedance. It's got a transformer isolated output where the impedance, so the output and input impedance can change, which a lot of guitarists know that can cause you some problems. So I've just gone back I've revisited Scran with the idea that, like, I've sold over 1,000 of them now. I may as well just chuck in, let's make a pedal that can cover as many bases as possible. And then I've chucked in another couple of modes, and then obviously for the fans, we got the Union jack there for the Epiphone. The
so good.
Epiphone. It's the printers have done a great job on that one. It's really nice, and it's got this extra mode on it now as well. So like this summer, the summer just gone, last year I suppose, 2024. I was trying to make the strokes is this it, like that tone, and it was really difficult. And the best I could come up with was a slightly modified Scran. So I dropped that modification on Scran. So now this is your Oasis pedal, as it is. And then if you just flick the switch up now, you've got what I came up with was the kind of is this it pedal, and it's very like 2000s indie flavoured kind of thing. And I've just introduced a new mode and got rid of one of the knobs, the soft dial that nobody knew what it did anyway. Got rid of that, and then just give all the dials sensible names now, so you can you've got half a chance of figuring out what it is that they do. Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing, man. I love the look of it as well. It's such a smart looking design.
It's classic, man. I think it's the same with the etches, with the sketchy. Is that like once you realise what you're doing, your only question is, do I commit? Do I commit fully? If you are doing the Oasis pedal, what are you gonna do? The font's gonna be the Decca font, it's gonna have to be in this thing. This is the iconic thing. So once you know you're doing that, it's like, do I commit? And the answer is yeah, man, commit fully, 2 feet in. Yeah, let's do it. And so there it is for the fans, the Scran V2, the actual Oasis pedal. Yeah. Officially now it's I guess it was the Oasis pedal, now it's like the ultimate Oasis pedal, yeah.
Awesome, man. Great stuff. It looks awesome. It sounds awesome. I tried it earlier. It's amazing. Yeah, congratulations. And hopefully I will get to demo it.
Yeah, well, I mean, last time I sent you a Scran, you said, well, it's an overdrive. And I was like, okay. From what I remember, you're not ever particularly enamoured with an overdrive anyway.
I struggle with overdrive in general, because I think, in my opinion, they all sound good. I've not encountered an overdrive that I was like, they all sound good. They all sound good, and I've never encountered an overdrive from any price point that's made me go, oh, what the hell is this? That's awful. That's horrendous. My main beef is with overdrives that cost the earth, and then you think, why does that cost so much money when something like that's a fraction of that can sound 99% of the way there, and that's my take. Obviously, it clashes with a lot of other people's opinions, but
mate, I love it. I'm here for it. Yeah, I'll absolutely send you a Scran, and you can
cheers,
have a play with it.
I definitely would be all over that, especially in this colourway. I love this. Yeah. Also, price point wise, you've always been really good at keeping prices at a really affordable price point as well. How have you managed with obviously a lot of talk recently with Earthquaker having to pack up, or talking about packing up or whatever. Lots of people struggling with different financial aspects to building pedals. Any issues with that end of things for you? Or are you,
That's a massive conversation, but
let's move on then. Forget that.
And you know I'll go there.
I'm regretting this immediately.
But in short, yeah, I'm actually going to be lowering my prices. I think so they had to go up because the pandemic and a lot of stuff happened. And then what tried to do now is just everything's back online, so let's just sweeten the pot. Let's deliver what I can at the price point for so the Scran still has to be 129 because of the transformers and everything in it. Same with the clean machine, custom inductors, transformers has to be 129. But in terms of the Hungry Beaver, I really love the idea of a £99 fuzz. I've just updated it, so now it's got a master volume control, so it's not just absolutely blowing your amp apart at volume 0. I've actually sensibly put a master volume control on it. You ask, we listen, do you know what I mean? So I've put that on there, and I think that that as a fuzz pedal, it's got to be a £99 thing, hasn't it? A £99 fuzz just sounds delicious. I want it, you want it, so let's just do it. Yeah, right. So that's coming down to £99. The Sketchy, when I first manufactured it, really difficult to do. I've managed to find a way around it that can probably knock quite a bit off the cost of goods for it. It was really expensive to make the first batch, so I'll probably be bringing the price of Sketchy down closer to Christmas.
It's madness. That alone is madness. That's already a good value pedal.
It's already $199, and I think I can do better for everybody at $199 and still make it worth my while. With a few design tweaks, which I've made, tested, been prototyping over the last 6 months, and I can do it. So
fair play to you, man.
So I think for the Americans it's really difficult at the minute, but for us I think it's potentially boom time for the UK. Depends what happens. We don't know what's going to happen. The American policy's never been able to make its mind up and change it again within 24 hours. I think that kind of makes things a bit difficult, But otherwise, we're just gonna go for it. Play by ear, see what happens, and just try and do the best we can for everyone. Really, yeah.
I appreciate that shortened answer. Thank you, Mark. It's been a pleasure.
Absolute pleasure. Yes, mate. Yeah, cheers.
Great to see you. Enjoy the rest of your show, and we'll see you again.
Thank you, mate. Yeah, thank you.
Here we are at Bleak District Electric again, and Phil, great to see you again. How you doing, man?
Very well, thank you. Yeah, very well. Yeah.
How's the show been for you?
Pretty good. Busy, quite busy. Yeah. It seems like it's had a really good turnout.
I love the location as well. This venue's great.
Yeah, Stefan was saying it reminds him of the Stourbridge one, actually. That however many couple of years ago or something.
It's been 4 years.
Has it?
Yeah, it's a long time.
Oh God, that's it's good. I think because there's not been one in the north, so having something like this in the north, everyone's gravitated towards it. So it's cool.
Yeah, it's really good. And, I still haven't spoken to this guy yet that's walking past me. Yes, I need to grab him for in a minute for a chat. He keeps evading me.
Yeah, that's amazing. Anyway, just to think of it and then just do it as well is really good. So.
Okay, so pedals. What can you tell us then about? I've already demoed it on my channel, but for anyone who doesn't already know, the Wonder Toe. This is the latest release.
It is, yeah. So it's a reverb, belt and brick reverb into overdrive into tremolo. Kind of shoegazy vibe is the concept. It seems to be really popular. Everyone seems to be enjoying it. That's it, basically.
It looks awesome as well. And speaking of looking awesome, the Tapescape, was it last year that came out, this version of the Tapescape?
I think.
Was it the year before?
I feel like it might have been the year before.
Man, time's flying, man.
23?
Is it? Wow.
Was that the year before? No, 24. What year are we on? It's 25 now. 24. It wasn't 24, no, it was 23. It must have been 23, yeah.
Wow, it's been a while.
It was like the summer. It might have been this time. It might be,
time flies.
It might be 2 years ago, yeah. Yeah, it does. It does.
Well, so
it's still popular though. Still very. Popular.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. No, I'm still getting loads of views on my video, my demo of this pedal.
Cool.
Yeah. So it's really popular video.
That's brilliant. That's great.
So speaking of, you have the summer edition of that same pedal.
There you go.
How good is that?
The funny thing is as well, because I just did it for a bit of bit of fun and stuff. But I realised that when I first was designing this V2 one, it was actually in this colour scheme, like the green and the blue. Since then, obviously, I've used it on the Terror and stuff, but I didn't realise that it was actually from this. That's but yeah, it's just it's nice to mix it up a little bit, and it's cool.
Yeah, that looks really cool.
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, I kind of like it. Cool.
Yeah, no, it's great to see the Wonder Toe being popular as well. That's getting a lot of attention.
It was a bit of a tough one because obviously I had that bike crash pretty much a couple of days after it got released, so I kind of had to just...
Never a good time.
No, there isn't. No, but that was like a particularly bad one. So I had to, shut the shop basically, and then sort of work on trying to get them built to the people that had ordered them. So hopefully I'm going to put a bit more effort into promoting it again now, and we'll see where we go to. But, it'll be good.
Well, it's great to see you. I'm glad you've bounced back somewhat.
Yeah, I'll be good. So,
Yeah, and enjoy the rest of your show, and very excited to see what you might have in store for next year. So
yeah, definitely. Oh, this year there's still time left.
Well, it's true. We're still early, only halfway through the year. To be fair, yeah, true.
Yeah,
in my head, I've already written off this year. I'm already on 2026.
It's gone. This year's had it. Let's hope next year's a bit better.
Take care, mate. All the best.
Nice to see you.
It's been a while, but we're back with Audiostorm. It's been like 4 years or something.
Been that long already?
I think it has been. Everyone's surprised by that. It's been that long since
time flies.
The Stourbridge show. But how are you doing? How's your show? How's the show been?
Really good show for me. Really great. I haven't stopped talking. I've almost lost my thought.
Same. I'm going already.
Really interesting people. Very positive. I always love these sort of pedal shows anyway. You get a different crowd, you get people you haven't met anywhere. So yeah, very good, very good.
Yeah, it's been a great show. I really love the location as well. Everyone's, I think, really taken with this venue.
Yes.
For this, it's ideal for this kind of thing.
Yeah, it's nice up here. It's really sort of cosy and
nice breeze.
Yeah, well. I've had the sunlight, so which I'm happy with. I like the sun, so loads of sunshine for me. Yeah.
So obviously it's been a while. What can you tell us? It's going to probably take a while to run through the new pedals that you've got in your range, possibly.
The key two pedals. I don't remember what we originally had.
I think it was just the quad screamer, and there was the attenuator.
Yeah. Well. So this time I haven't brought any attenuators. I am still making them, but I thought this is pedal specific, and I'm trying to focus more. And in fact, generally speaking, that's what I'm doing with all my range. I've reduced the variety and just focus on the really good stuff. Right. So I've got two main sort of products, which are the Grand Classic, which is a high gain distortion that's designed to clean up. And that's a really interesting pedal. So there's a lot of stages, a lot of FET-op amp stages that cascade and overdrive into each other, and lots of active EQ circuitry. So it's really designed to sort of have full bandwidth for bass guitar, 7-string. It's designed to clean up and go to a high gain sound. I spent an awful lot of time, about a year and a half actually, designing that. The circuitry is very much ground up design, and all the little details that people would ask me for, like, does it have soft switching? Yes, it does. Does it have the proper jacks on the back? Can it take different voltages? Yes. There's a lot of ticking boxes. Like, can you make the switches nicer? Yes, we'll use Japanese Alps switches. And so really, to me, that was a flagship pedal with a huge amount of effort that went into it.
Yeah.
What it also does, all of the trapezoidal range, it's a catchy name, hey?
It is very, I love that word.
They all take an extra daughterboard module in the back, which you can basically get a second effect out of. And it's not in there for some reason. Let me grab a fresh one. There we go. We'll have a fresh one. So you can add a daughterboard module in the back, and at the moment I just have one design. But the idea is that you can buy the pedal and expand it later with a second effect, and these little modules plug in. In this case, this is a mode low-pass filter.
Okay.
And how that works is when you've expanded your pedal, you can then basically activate the module and sweep it with the expression.
Wow.
So low-pass filter wah, sort of like a synth-like wah pedal at the moment, and we're looking to add delays and fuzzes and all sorts of other interesting stuff in the module, so that'll be an expandable feature.
Wow.
That's fine, we'll come back to that in future. And all of these trapezoidal pedals will do that. So this is our flagship distortion, currently with the Moogie. I've got the MDK Moogie, Mandrake Port Moogie in it. And the modified expressions that we do, so these are obviously made by a certain other company, and what we do is we modify them heavily to add direction switches on the side, to modify this to work better as a range switch. We add our own on-off switch at the top, and generally just make them work compatible for our pedals, make them really, really nice.
It's really impressive, it is.
The second pedal we're currently selling, this is the newest thing actually, this is technically launching very, very soon. This is pre-sales, we should say, and This is a clean boost pedal. So this is a pedal I've been working on for many years, and it's evolved through different stages. We had a previous Tone Lord that was in a rectangular chassis, but this one has better modes, more features. So you're basically able to dial in different eras, and each of these sets up a preset analog tone curve. And then
I'm just hearing the sound of that click. That is so satisfying.
That's another thing. It sounds like everything about what we're trying to do with these is get that sense of sort of premium quality, that whole door slamming things that basically make everything have a good sound, good feel, really, really nice, like the soft switches.
That's great.
And so our modified tone curves, which you can adjust the amount of tone curve, you can adjust the actual clean boost itself, and again, the characteristic, lots of extra modes. One to add top-end clarity, one to add a bite, another one that adds a bit of saturation at the very extremes. And again, you can plug a module into this. There's none in it right now. So what we're really trying to do is just focus our range down on having just a few really great pedals that we can start making in larger quantities and get them out there and really sort of expand that way. Because I think it's quite hard to sell a broad range, or I found it hard to sell a broad range and grow. You know, so
great stuff.
This is really the core of it.
Yeah, and it's very impressive. I'm particularly enamoured with the idea of the Grand Classic and expanding that circuit with the daughterboard thing. That's really impressive. That's a really cool idea.
Early days with that circuit. It's very ambitious. I have a plan to effectively open source it, for want of a better term.
Okay.
So that anyone can use that technology. I don't want to keep that as a closed technology for too long.
Right.
Maybe we can lead it, but I want it to be something people might use, because hopefully that might encourage people to make extra modules or use it in some way I haven't, and make it generally more interesting and used. But we've got loads of ideas for it, and I think hopefully we can just do a lot with it, really.
Great stuff.
Do a lot of sort of different things with it. Because, quality, creativity, I think we're getting more prog as I go on. There's a sort of prog... No, I'm getting a prog vibe into the pedals, like, it's so much as moving away from conventional sounds and going, can we make this more technical and complicated?
Who wants conventional sounds?
No, I mean, you've got conventional. It's already done. It's great. It's out there. It's brilliant.
Yeah, it's been done.
Yeah, I can get conventional.
I'm all for it. Absolutely. Thank you very much.
No, my pleasure.
Always a pleasure, and I'm hopefully, I should be demoing this Tone Lord on my channel soon, so...
hope you like it.
I'm sure I will.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a clean boost.
I have a lot of.
How can you? It does what it does.
It's a clean boost. It's. I say that it's like no other clean boost that anyone's ever made. I know it's not. I know what's in there.
You know what I'm in for.
And it's. I will just go to people and say, oh, it's just a clean boost.
Yeah.
But it's a clean boost. And a little bit more. Well, quite a lot more. It's got an edge. It's got an edge.
I'm looking forward to exploring the edge. Thank you very much again. We will hopefully catch you at the next one.
Sure you will.
Indeed. Yeah. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it. And the brains of the outfits, last but not least, Ross, you put this all together yourself. This is your brainchild, I guess?
Yeah. Well, I helped with a couple of friends and my partner Louise, but thought of it about 10 months ago, and here we are. So
amazing. It's all come together really well. I'm sure you've had a lot of positive feedback from today.
Yeah, so far it's all been very positive. It's gone better than I expected. I couldn't have hoped for anything more. Yeah. So really happy.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, and good for you that you managed to pull this all together. It's not easy, I'm sure, to a lot of verbals in the air, a lot of plates spinning.
Yeah, it took a lot more than I thought. Like just emails and chasing and spreadsheets and things, but the groundwork's done now. So if we do it next year, all the groundwork's done. So
that's true. Yes, you know what you're in for next year.
Yeah, exactly.
That'd be good. I'd be up for it. It sounds like a lot of people would be up for coming back as well.
Yeah, cool.
A couple of people weren't able to make it, unfortunately. But for the most part, everyone's here. But Buzzing Bugs, I'm representing them.
Yeah, I think the thing is when you plan something. I was talking to people back in September. A lot can happen in that time. Life happens, changes come along, so it's absolutely fine. It is what it is. Hopefully, there was a few people who, from the off, had weddings to attend this weekend and that, and hopefully they can come next year.
Selfish.
Yeah. So.
No, it's great. So it's a shame that a couple didn't make it, but there's been so many people here to get around. I haven't even had time to get around everybody.
Yeah.
So it's been really good. Fair play to you. Congrats on pulling it all off, and definitely looking forward to doing it again next year.
Yeah, watch this space. I've got some ideas, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. We're gonna have a break from it first for a few weeks.
Recover.
Yeah,
don't blame you. Yeah, appreciate it, man. Thank you very much for having the chat and putting this all together. Good on you, and look forward to next year.
All right, brilliant. Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Cheers.
Take care.
Thank you.